Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, it's a couple hours. Well, it's been like 12 hours since the game has ended almost. And wow, I'm still shocked. Still so shocked. United and Chelsea stink, man. These teams stink. I mean, the Premier League, wow. This is the best league in the world? That was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible football. Wow, that was shit. I'm just gonna keep it real. That was shit. We're gonna start on the Chelsea side of things because I know Chelsea has not won at Old Trafford in I think 10 years now. I think the last time they won was when Juan Mata got them the winner in like 2013, which is absolutely crazy for a team to not be able to go somewhere and win for 10 years. A club of such stature, Chelsea, that's embarrassing. Now, going into this game, the way things are going at Chelsea, no Conor Gallagher. I mean, I wasn't fool. I wasn't fooled by the previous performances. Like they were never gonna win this game. They could have gone out here with a draw. They could have came and went and got a draw. That would have been a success in my opinion for Chelsea. But instead, they showed up and they decided to put up a classical stinker. Classical stinker. So stinky. I mean, wow, diaper. Garbage disposal, diapers. And anything you think smells bad, that's what Chelsea dropped on that field today. Wow, that was bad. That was so bad. Enzo Caicedo was looking like a huge waste of 300 million, 200 million, 300 million euros. Wow. Wow, for two guys who cost more than 100 million to play this crap after 4 months together now? Disgusting. Disgusting. And I want to blame Poch, but it comes to the point where the players need to muscle up, double down, and you go out there, regardless of the tactics, put on a good performance. Regardless of the tactics, regardless of how your team is playing, you go out there and put in a shift. And Caicedo and Enzo just cannot do that. They can't do that. And what I mean by that is if you watch the game last season in the Champions League quarterfinal, Man City versus Bayern, over both legs, Kimmich, even though the Bayern midfield was so under equipped for that Goliath Man City midfield, Kimmich single-handedly held it down on his own. Things weren't going Bayern's way. Things weren't going Bayern's way. His midfield partner Goretzka was trash. I know this. Look at this. I know this. Bayern fan here. I know this. But he held it down and was still one of the top performers over across both sides, across both legs. Enzo and Caicedo can't do that. And I want to know why. Is it that Enzo was just World Cup hype? Is Enzo just another James Rodriguez? I hope not. Because that's a sad story, James Rodriguez. That's a sad story. Is Caicedo a one season wonder? Was he a De Zerbi Brighton system player? It's looking like it. It's looking like it. You go to the defense of Chelsea. Robert Sanchez. You guys, I could book a plane flight to Brooklyn, New York right now, and I could see 20 guys that look like Robert Sanchez, and I think it's Robert Sanchez there. Robert Sanchez is just some guy off the streets of Brooklyn, New York. Seriously, this guy sucks. Seriously. He's not he made some good saves, but he is not a Chelsea. You go from Czech to Courtois to this? Wow. Disgusting. Thiago Silva is like 40 years old. Disasi at right back. I mean, it's just not it. Reece James came back, came on the field as a sub, and wow, as Chelsea captain, wow, that was bad. Wow, that was so bad. It was so terrible. Just overall performance today for Chelsea was a dumpster garbage diarrhea shitstorm. It was so terrible. They came out flat. They got one kind of lucky goal. Cole Palmer was probably the bright spot for Chelsea today, but his shot was so weak. I mean, Onana should be saving that, and people will say, "Oh no, it was a weak shot, but it was accurate. It hit the side netting." No, that goal went in because Onana's positioning was not good enough there, and his reaction time was too slow, which is something we keep saying with Onana here at United. Slow reaction times, terrible goalkeeping positioning. So we got to keep out Manchester United, keep a watch for that, because you might need to get a new goalkeeper right away next season if this guy keeps doing crap like that. You can't return to the old Manu of old with a guy like that in goal if he does crap like that. And for United, sure, they got like 4.5 XG, but I'm not gonna be fooled. A lot of that, a lot of that is from Chelsea just being terrible. A lot of that is just from Chelsea being terrible. United are not all of a sudden this amazing free-flowing attacking team. Antony had his first decent game in a while for United. He'll go back to being crap. Garnacho, he scored a bicycle kick. He's having a few good couple of games. He's going to go back to being mid again. Hoyland hasn't scored a goal in the Premier League. Bruno misses a penalty today and keeps disappointing, in my opinion, for Man U. And the defense, I still think any decent attack will pummel and pulverize the Man United defense. I'm sorry. So, sure, it was an exciting game, don't get me wrong. I was watching it while I was at work, end to end. But what can I say? Even thinking about the quality of the football there, I was starting to yawn. Just really shameful. I'm going to pull up the table, and United are 6th, which is not good for the Premier League. For United to be 6th with how bad they've been, that's no bueno. No bueno, no bueno Premier League. This isn't a good thing for you guys. Um and yeah, Chelsea's gridlocked, stuck in 10th. Anytime these guys get a chance to get out of 10th position, they bottle it. Now, Nkunku is set to come back in the next couple of weeks. I think Nkunku will solve Chelsea's attacking problems, not all of them, but he will make them a better team in the attacking phases of the game. He will lead to Chelsea scoring more goals, creating more chances, and being more dynamic. And for United, next up, the next important thing, they have to win against Bayern at Old Trafford to have a chance of going through in the Champions League. United will not challenge for this title. They're not title challengers. They're just looking to get into the top 5 for the Champions League next year. And yes, it's top 5. Remember, Champions League format change. It's top 5 now in the Premier League. Now, I want you guys to know, other topic of this video, look at 4th place. Man City. They got outplayed today for 90 minutes. Man City got outplayed today for 90 whole minutes by Aston Villa. 2 shots, 2 on target only for City to Aston Villa's 20-22. Wow. Unai Emery, respect. Now, Unai Emery will never be considered a world-class manager because Unai Emery, when it comes to going to the big clubs, cannot perform. He needs to be at clubs like Villarreal. He needs to be at clubs like Aston Villa to have this kind of success where the expectations are lower. Because every time Unai Emery has gone to a bigger club where expectations are higher, he's failed. So, all credit to him. I'm not going to sit here and call him world class or anything. He's a very solid manager who knows what he wants to do tactically and knows what players in his team can carry out what he needs to get done. And that's what happened today. He drops Matty Cash, plays Luca Digne. He drops Diaby and plays McGinn. It's all part of the tactics. He got his tactics right today. Pep, wow. Pep has to respect that because he's a tactical. Pep is a tactical himself. He needs to respect that. And let's just go back to the table here. They're in 4th. Man City's in 4th. 9 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. 30 points. 6 points off from Arsenal. Don't be fooled, guys. I need you guys to not be fooled. If you think this is going to be a genuine title race, stop. City was in the same situation last season. Same situation. They were not amazing. this around this time last season before the World Cup. Obviously, at this time last season, we were in the midst of the World Cup, but in the first half of the season, City was not impressive. They were great, but they were not this amazing team they were in the second half of the season. So I want you guys to not be fooled. Do not be fooled. De Bruyne will come back. Rodri will come back. Put those two in the team. Holland will score more goals. City will play better. Their confidence will grow. And just like every time Pep has been in this league, he will string together a 14, 15 game win streak. He will string together for Man City 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever game win streak. And come April, May time, City will be first again. City will win the league. Holland will be on 30 goals. De Bruyne will come back and fix the attacking creativity issues. Rodri is needed to keep that defense strong. And yeah, I'm not going to be fooled. City will still win this league. Arsenal, credit to you guys. Rice playing amazing. Tricky game against Luton, but you came out with the win. Saka's assisting, Havertz is scoring, Jesus is scoring, Rice playing well. Cool. It's cool. But for Arsenal, you need a real striker. Go try and get a Vlahovic or something in the winter window. If you don't, no chance for you guys. No chance for you guys because as I've seen consistently with Arsenal the last 3 seasons under Arteta, March, April, May, they fall off. End of March, April, May, Arsenal falls off. And they did it 2 years ago where they bottled top four, and they did it last year where they bottled the title when they were quite literally first place for 92% of the season. So don't be fooled, guys. Man United, Chelsea, terrible, trash. They stink. Both teams stink. United, be scared. Bayern might whip that ass next week. And don't be fooled by City. City is just making things fun. They're losing games and conceding goals. They're just making things fun. They're trying to make things interesting because the Premier League is supposed to be this amazing, best league in the world. That's all from me, guys. Don't be fooled. Stay classy. Like and subscribe. And you know what? I don't know what. It's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed right now. Create a crappy thumbnail. And yeah, have dreams about Germany being good again and actually playing World Cup knockout games, which I don't think when let's not get into